Please describe your job title and primary duties.
Well, I was a pizza delivery. Basically what I did was come in, deliver pizzas, prep, do a lot of prep, kitchen cleaning, and a lot of dishwashing. So basically that's all it consists of.
What was the work environment like?
It was like a laid back, somewhere where you could just very comfortable, it was a dress code, it was laid back, but it was a great atmosphere, it was fun, everybody had fun. As long as you got your work done, at the end of the day, it was a good work atmosphere.
Please describe a typical day as an employee.
Well, come in, clock in. As soon as you clock in, you instantly go to work. Sometimes you barely have 2 or 3 minutes to use the bathroom. Sometimes you might walk in and clock in, and this pizza's already sitting on the counter for you. So you go in, clock in, deliver what you can. When it's slow, you do prep work, or you clean up, or you do dishwashing. So basically, if you're not delivering, you're gonna be prepping or doing dishes at the end of the day. But typical day is just basically that: deliver, prep work, dishwashing.
How would you describe the application and interview process?
Well, basically, I filled out the application. They called me in about 2 or 3 days. I filled that out online. They called me in 2 or 3 days. She scheduled an interview for that Monday. I think she called me about a Wednesday, so it was about a 3 or 4 day process. Went in on Monday. She took my information, checked my background, checked my license to make sure I was able to drive. I called back by Thursday, and I was hired by the next Monday.
What questions did the interviewer ask during the job interview?
Was I a reliable driver? What was my driving record like? How was I to work in a fast-paced environment? Have I ever interacted with certain people, different people at any times? Because when you deliver pizzas, you're liable to interact with anybody at any time. And how am I just in a fast-paced environment, basically, because deliver pizzas is fast-paced. You got to get there, get back, and, it's not no time for really leisure. It's like a fast-paced thing. So basically that's what they wanted to know, to make sure that I could deliver pizzas adequately in a good amount of time.
What other advice would you give to a job seeker looking to get employment?
Just basically be prepared to work high pace. If you're not prepared to get people their pizzas on time, you got to be prepared to work with different type of people. You got to be prepared to wash dishes. You got to be prepared to prep, because it's deeper than just delivering. You have to do other jobs on the side. Make sure your driving record is good. Make sure you don't have a lot of accidents on your record. Make sure you don't have a lot of no DUIs or nothing like that. Make sure you just clean all around, so that's the best advice I can give you. Make sure the driving record is good and you're ready to work in a high-paced environment.